He took my family's money. He had no idea I knew the truth. The day my older brother stole our family's money, he thought he had pulled off the perfect crime. He was wrong. And the best part? I didn't stop him. I let him take it. I let him celebrate. I let him tell everyone how he'd finally made it, because I knew something he didn't. His entire plan was about to blow up in his face. My name is Jake. My brother, Daniel, was 4 years older than me. Growing up, he was always the confident one. He was loud, charming, and good at talking his way out of trouble. I was the quiet one. Dad used to joke, "Jake doesn't talk much, but when he does, you'd better listen." Our father owned a small construction company in Texas. It wasn't some giant corporation, but it paid the bills and gave our family a good life. When Dad passed away, he left the business to both of us. 50-50. At least, that's what the will said. Daniel wasn't happy. He wanted complete control. One night, he came to me and said, "Bro, just sell your half to me." I laughed. "No way." He got angry. "You don't even know how to run the company." "Maybe not," I said. But Dad trusted me. That was the last time we had a normal conversation. A few weeks later, I discovered money was missing from the company. A lot of money. Almost $400,000. I confronted Daniel. He looked me straight in the eye. "I have no idea what you're talking about." I knew he was lying, but I had no proof. Then something strange happened. Daniel suddenly started spending money. New truck, new watch, expensive dinners, a fancy house. He even started posting pictures online. Hard work pays off. I almost laughed when I saw it, because I knew he wasn't working that hard. He was stealing. But I still said nothing. Instead, I hired a private accountant. And that's when everything changed. The accountant found dozens of suspicious transfers. The money wasn't going directly to Daniel. It was going through another company, a company registered to his best friend. And Daniel thought he'd covered every single track. Almost every one. There was one transfer he missed. A payment for $75,000. The bank had accidentally attached the wrong reference number. That tiny mistake connected everything. I took the evidence to a lawyer. He looked at the documents and said, "Don't confront your brother." "Why?" "Because right now, he thinks you're clueless." He smiled. "Let him keep thinking that." So I did. A month later, Daniel called me. "Jake, I got some good news." "What?" "I bought Dad's company." I almost choked. "What do you mean?" "I bought your half." "You did?" "Yeah. The paperwork is done." I knew it wasn't, but I played along. "Congrats, man." He laughed. "Finally, the business is mine." That night, I smiled for the first time in weeks. Because the paperwork he was talking about wasn't real. He had forged my signature. And he had no idea the bank, the accountant, and the lawyer already had copies of everything. 2 weeks later, Daniel threw a huge party. He invited friends, business partners, and even some of Dad's old employees. He stood in front of everyone with a glass in his hand. To new beginnings. Everyone cheered. I stood in the corner, quiet, watching. Daniel looked at me and smiled. "You okay, little brother?" I nodded. "Never better." He laughed. "You finally understand who won." I smiled. "Yeah, I do." The next morning, police showed up at his office. Daniel called me immediately. "What did you do?" I said, "Nothing." "You ruined everything." "No, Daniel." I paused. "You did that yourself." He started yelling. "You're my brother, and you're the one who stole from Dad." Silence. Then he whispered, "You knew. For months. Why didn't you say anything?" I answered, "Because I wanted you to keep going." The investigation uncovered everything. The missing money, the fake company, the forged signature, the fake documents. Daniel lost the business. He had to repay the money, and his reputation was destroyed. But I didn't celebrate. I went back to Dad's office. His old desk was still there. His photograph sat on the shelf. I looked at it and whispered, "I got it back, Dad." A few months later, I reopened the company. Not because I wanted to get rich, because I wanted to protect what Dad had built. And that's when I learned something. Revenge isn't always about destroying someone. Sometimes, it's about standing still while they destroy themselves. Daniel thought I was weak because I stayed quiet. He was wrong. I wasn't weak. I was waiting. And while he was busy celebrating his victory, I was making sure it would be his last one. So if someone ever betrays you, don't rush to get even.
Stay calm.
Collect the truth. Build yourself back up. Because sometimes the best revenge isn't getting your hands dirty. It's letting the person who hurt you walk straight into the trap they built for you.